thought I'd show you the calves have been moved to their summer residence, as we call it. That's the first bale out the chamber. Welcome back to Invercamey Weekly, episode 26 or 27. I'm not sure really what to call it yet because well, obviously I didn't put a video out last week, so technically this could be 27, but since the last video release was 25, technically maybe this should be 26, so I'm not really, I'll decide when I upload it. But apologies for anyone that was looking for a video last week. Didn't get time to video or edit, so that was the reason why there wasn't a video put out last week. But this week I just thought I'd show you the calves have been moved to their summer residence, as we call it. So they're fed on a machine. They've all got collars bar 2 who have been just recently calved. So they actually come into the stall here and they get fed through the machine. So they get a certain amount of, I'm not exactly sure how much it is, I think it's 1.8 litres per feed, and then they maybe get, the computer maybe allocates them to 3 feeds a day. So I just thought I'd show you this. I did actually get set up to video this, but then I had to take a phone call. I went away and Andrew and Dad had them all shifted by that time I got back. So I'm just showing you where they are now. As I say, this is just a chance to get the calf house emptied out. We'll get it mucked out in the next month or two, and all the calves will find their home in here for the foreseeable future until we get them back in. Probably about winter time, we'll get the shed disinfected and get them back in here. But I just thought I'd show you that, what we've been up to. Hopefully later in the week I'm hoping to bale a bit of silage and go from there, but I just thought I'd show you the calves with a resident just now and how it works. So obviously, as I said, they've all got collars. They go to the machine recognises the transponder and it gives them a certain amount of milk. They're just on the machine just over 50 days, so the machine actually builds them up milk-wise, and then it also weans them off the milk at, I think it's maybe 54 days, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on that, but it's just over for 50 days, I know anyway. But the machine is currently fed with powder milk. It heats the milk up, and then it also stirs, keeps it hot by stirring it. And then, as I say, depending what calf comes in, if it's had its feed, the machine won't give it a drink, but if it's due a feed, it'll get its 1.8 litres or whatever the machine says it should get, and then it should get a certain amount of volume throughout the day. So it's probably maybe around about 5 litres a day or something like that, but it's divided into 3 feeds. So I just thought I'd show you guys that, where the calves are housed and how they're kind of brought up. Obviously, that's kind of one of the worst things with dairy. Unfortunately, when the cows give birth to calves, we have to take them away from their mums and give them their milk. They get colostrum for a couple of days and then they're on to the powder milk. So that's just kind of one of the drawbacks of dairy. But as I say, I'm on this to be transparent with anyone that buys our milk or is interested in farming. That's the reality of it. It's one of the worst things about the dairy industry, to be honest. But to be honest with you, the calves and cows, really very little of them actually make any fuss about it, if I'm honest with you. Whether that's just because they know it's going to happen. Certainly the calves don't know what's happening. And obviously we bring them up as best we can, give them the best life they can get. And the cows just make very little fuss. There is the odd one that'll maybe make a bit of noise about it, but in general they make very little fuss over the calves being taken away. Some of them don't even stay with it when they're born. They won't even take them on, really. So I don't know, it's not ideal, but that's just the way it is. And as I said, the whole point of me being on YouTube is just to be transparent with everyone, and you guys can learn a little bit about the farming industry, and that's just it, really. It's Friday. I'm waiting to bale some silage. Remember in the last video, I think it was the last video, that I said that there was a good 10 days plus left in that cow's field. Well, basically the grass got too long, it got way ahead of the cows, so we actually pulled them out of that and they're in another field now. So it's been cut, so I'm just away to bale it just now. That's me up at the field now. You can see that the cows have been wasting the grass. Quite a lot of grass that's shot there. It's not as nutritious and the cows don't like it the same. So this is what we've caught here. This is what I'm going to bale. Anyone wants to leave a guess in the comments how much bales we've got, I'm going to say maybe 30 bales at most. I think it's not a massively big crop, but it'll be better in a bale than try to get them to graze it and waste the grass. So I'll just go and get the wheels on the pickup, then we'll get going. That's the first bale out the chamber. Relatively happy with it, I think. So I'm not going to tighten anything up anymore, because one thing I found with our belt baler is that sometimes when the bouts aren't massively big or wide, the width of because it's a wide pickup, the width of the pickup, sometimes there can be quite uneven. Some of the bales, but that looks quite relatively tidy. I'm relatively happy. If that's the worst looking bale in the field, I'll be quite happy, but I don't want to tighten it up too much. Obviously the silage is quite dry as well, so it should pack better, make for a tidier bale, but I'm happy with that. I'll just keep an eye on it, but as long as they're all of that quality, I'll be quite happy.
You got me wondering if the rush is worth the waiting, as I'm counting every hour that it's taking. Do you wanna heal me just so you can break me? Maybe I don't even wanna know. Like a boomerang, held you for a while, now you're gone again. I love you even more every time you land, so I forget the way it feels after you're gone. The first time that I held you for a second, you cut me just enough to feel the edges. But I still feel like we could make it if you let us, and I don't wanna let you hit the ground. You came into my life like a boomerang, held you for a while, now you're gone again. You came into my life like a boomerang, held you for a while, now you're gone again. I love you even more every time you land, so I forget the way it feels after you're gone. Yeah, you keep on coming back like a boomerang. Keep on coming back, then you're gone again. I'm reaching for your heart, but you're in the wind. Just waiting here to feel you in my arms. It's like you're on the fly, coming back home again. I guess you only wanna stay after I'm gone. Keep on coming back. You keep on coming back. Oh, you keep on coming back. You keep on coming back. You came into my life like a boomerang. Held you for a while, now you're gone again. Just stay. I love you even more every time you land, so I forget the way it feels after you're gone. Yeah, you keep on coming back like a boomerang. Keep on coming back, then you're gone again. Just stay. Reaching for your heart, but you're in the way. I'm waiting here to feel you in my arms.
Out of net, got to change the net now. Not easy to do when you've only got one hand.
Serendipities played a cruel trick on me, taking you so far that I can barely breathe. The times I'd ride for us here, my dear. It's time you go on your way. Don't you fear, just take hope. It'll be our anchor in the storm of our lives. It'll be our savior like a ship when you're out there lonely, drifting out to sea. Now I'm doing everything that I know to do to get close to you, to get close to you. I've been seeing every breath of my life away till I see your face. I've been dreaming every night of you and me together, fighting off the fear in the heat of summer. Like you say, maybe someday we will be together. Till then I will sing this song. Seasons change and it's growing cold, but I won't let my love, God bless my soul. I swear you're dear when you're cold, I'll be here. Where the land meets the seas, there you are with me, yeah. And I'm doing everything that I know to do to get close to you, to stay close to you. I've been seeing every breath of my life away just to see your face. And I'm dreaming every night of you and me together, fighting off the fear in the heat of summer. Like you say, maybe someday we will be together. Till then I will sing this. And I'm dreaming every night of you and me together, fighting off the fear in the dead of winter. Like you say, maybe someday we will be together. Till then I will sing this song. I know you're on my heels, you're always on my heels. I won't forget your touch, I won't forget the beat. We were shining like the sun at the end of our darkest days. Come on, love, take my breath away. I've been dreaming every night of you and me together, fighting off the fear in the heat of summer. Like you say, maybe someday we will be together. Till then I will sing this. And I'm dreaming every night of you and me together, fighting off the fear in the dead of winter. Like you say, maybe someday we will be together. Till then I will sing
It's Saturday morning and that is all the bales wrapped, so there was 24 bales. I don't know, that was probably on maybe a couple acres. As I say, that ground, both fields first time grazed for the cattle. None of it gets fertiliser because it always runs away from us if they do. It's long fields. We try and get roughly 20 20 days out of each field, but that's us caught up with them now, so hopefully the freshness will we'll try and keep the grass nice and fresh. So these bales will be kept for winter. This will be for basically all the young stock. All the best silage is kept, well, all the best silage is in the silage pit, and it's kept for the dairy cows, so we can get as much milk production in the winter out of the cows as we possibly can. Anyway guys, that is it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe. See you next week.